Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined with singer-songwriter Abby Wayne. She's with me right now. This interview is actually rescheduled from last week. Obviously, city of Nashville going through a lot, recovering from the tornadoes and everything. People losing electricity and stuff. How are you feeling since then, Abby?
Much better now. I was super fortunate. No physical damage was done to my home or anything like that, but we were without power and things for like a week. But we're finally able to get back in a couple days ago, and things are starting to go back to normal a little bit more, as much as possible. So it's really nice to just be at home.
Very, very true. So, it's very encouraging to hear that everyone out there is, for the most part, not too much damage has been done, and everyone's getting their electricity back and doing what they got to do. You have an awesome song out called Louder, and it is putting up some numbers. It is. I'm looking at your Facebook, and it's gotten over 8,000 streams all time. At least that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's at 9,000 by now. It's such an incredible record. And I do like the album cover, by the way. It's
Thank
definitely
you.
it's definitely self-explanatory with your hands on your ears. It's very, very self-explanatory. With that being said, there, Abby, talk about recording this song and what's it all about.
Yeah, so I mean, I wrote this song when I was in like one of the darkest times in my life. And one of my mentors through college was like, why don't you just put pen to paper and, get those feelings out and like just scream and get it all out. And that's what the song is about. The song was like my anthem. It was how I coped, and I like dug myself out of a deep dark hole. Um, I tell you what, though, I never expected it to be what it's become. It is an amazing song, and the process was just so incredible, and we got so lucky with it. It's much more than I ever expected it to be, but it turned out amazingly, and it's such a project that was so close to my heart that it just makes me so happy that everybody else is enjoying it as much as I do.
So, with that being said, you getting quite the response from it. Was it like having conversations with your fans, your fellow peers about the song, like just getting people's reaction and telling you about it per se?
Yeah, it was definitely. I was terrified to release this song because it is kind of on the more vulnerable side, just because it is so personal to me. So I was really scared to see what the reaction was, but the reaction has been so positive, and it's just very encouraging. I mean, me personally, with this being my first single, but hey, maybe I'm not so bad at this. And just like seeing the stories too, people that are like, I listen to it every day, it really gets my day going, things like that. It's just an amazing feeling that those words can have an impact on someone's entire day.
Nothing is more satisfying for a recording artist when you get those reactions and they say your song helps me get through the day. Music has a way of uplifting people, getting feelings out, just pumping your fists and partying, having a good time. It's
For sure.
definitely connects with artists. And when you impact people's lives like that, you definitely was born on this earth to make a difference in some way, shape, or form, and you get it out there with your music, with your voice, with your connections with people. It definitely means something for sure. Um,
Absolutely.
So
And I mean, that's ultimately like what I want to do as an artist. Music was always that for me, and I want to be that someone, or that to someone. So.
very, very true. Who do you consider like some of your musical influences, those that inspire you?
Yeah, so I really love like I'm obviously like a belter, and growing up I like idolized people like Demi Lovato and Christina Aguilera, Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood. Those are some like really powerhouse, strong women, and I just absolutely adored them, and like really they turned me into who I am. But then I always joke around that I'm kind of like an emo kid. I used to listen to bands like My Chemical Romance and Paramore, and for me, their lyrics are amazing. And I'm a really big person, like I was just saying about lyrics. So I kind of try and intertwine, the powerhouse woman style with meaningful lyrics like My Chemical Romance and those bands like that.
Yeah, definitely have the variety of influences. I've always loved Christina Aguilera. She can sing, and when I say sing, I,
I
I
love
mean
her.
not SING, I mean SANG. She can sing. Like that's one of the most powerful
Mhm.
singing voices of this generation. So that's quite amazing for Christina to have a career that long and have the impact that she has. So your record label or your distribution is Heart Songs Records. Um,
Mhm.
so it definitely helps, independent artists, get that distribution. Was it like being part of Heart Songs Records?
It's amazing. Jill and her team, they're absolutely wonderful people. They've helped me in so many ways. And I wouldn't have been able to do this without them for sure. They encourage me, they believe in me. They're wonderful. I can't sing their praises enough, honestly.
Definitely is an inspiring. When you have like anytime you have people that has faith in your music, it definitely helps. But anytime when somebody like really puts it out there, distribute it and everything, and you see people react to it, it's like you know that means something. It's definitely a team effort. Jill, shout out to Jill. Um, she is an incredible person. She does a real good job, and with her artists and she does a lot to get y'all out there. So shout out to Jill of Publicity Nation and Hot Songs Records. Um, Now obviously there's a lot going on in this country. Coronavirus is affecting so many people, especially independent artists. Shows, gigs being canceled, postponed, rescheduled, etc. How has it affected you as far as upcoming shows and stuff?
Um, well, I'm not doing much in the show's business right now as far as gigs, but it's definitely put on hold. Like, even like the production of my new songs. I just got back in the studio with my producer, and we wrote this amazing song. But now, it's put kind of a stop on everything because we can't leave and everything like that. So it just kind of places even with Louder, I just feel like everything is just kind of on pause right now. It's just such a weird feeling and a weird time.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate because you definitely got momentum with Louder, and it feels like he was on to some bigger things and with more music on the horizon. So yeah, it's definitely unfortunate how so many people are affected by it. Um, but as I've been saying throughout this show, we all can only focus on what we can control, and that is our health and our well-being. Um,
Absolutely.
and just take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Even if we can't hug or handshake or whatever, But just check on your friends, your family members, your loved ones. Make sure everyone is good, and just have an understanding and have common sense. Um, don't put yourself or anyone on in harm's way. Because it's almost 49 of the 52 states here in America is being affected right now. So
Mhm.
don't take anything for granted, pretty much. Um, so you can help artists like Abby and many others stream their music, download it, merchandise, anything that they have. Just buy it if you can. If you can't, share their posts, share their music, share their merchandise, and see if they can help. There are still ways to help out independent artists, despite these trying times. So just do what you can to help. And Abby, thank you so much for your time. Great chatting with you. Before I let you go, why don't you let people know about your social media links and where can people hear your music?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can hear Louder or anything else that I'm going to get ready to put out available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music. I think even on Tidal if you're on there. It's pretty much everywhere. YouTube. If you go to my website, abbyrain.com, there's a link and you can find whatever suits your needs to listen to it. You can also find me on Instagram at the Abby Rain. Same with Twitter. It's at the Abby Rain. And Facebook page as well is Abby Rain Music.
Awesome. And yes, keep on streaming louder. Let people hear it louder, literally. And as I like, and as I like to jokingly say, don't hide the good music from people. Spread the word. Sharing is caring. No. It's good to have music and brag about it, but it's even better when you share it and let people know about it. And when they like it, they can do the same thing. So just don't hide it. Just share it, and
Absolutely.
so thank you, Abby. Continued success with you, and hopefully with all this situation, things starts to get resolved, and the nurses and the doctors do what they can to help everybody cure from all this, and things will hopefully get back to normal.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much
You have a good
for
night.
having me.
You have a good night, and you have a good weekend.
You too.
All right, bye bye. That was